Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Jenny, your phone. Today we are going to do problem solving. I mean, not one problems, but all the derivative rules. Based on the derivative rules, thank you. What type of questions do you expect to see in the in-class exam and also in the final exam? Okay. So, first write the first page, and then once you're done with first page, we can do them together. Or maybe we can do 1 to G, I mean A to G, try them on your own. And then once you are done, we're going to do them together. And then we're going to do H to the rest.
Good.
Pen. I have my only red pen. Ask your neighbors. Don't forget to return him the pen. So you're finding the derivative, okay, for all of this. You don't have to work alone. You can talk with your neighbors, enjoy, have fun. And if you have Halloween candies, you can also eat them. I don't have anything, sorry.
Honestly,
I had some professors, they canceled their class because of the Halloween. They want to have fun.
Hey, why don't you cancel?
I don't want to have fun with Halloween. My life is already fun without Halloween. I don't need an extra Halloween day.
I think the VP is going to be Halloween.
Really? He's not here. And what happened to Pedro and the other people? Ellen,
This guy's getting
to go to a Halloween party? So for the derivative, make sure you write all the derivative rules on one page. In that way, you can have, you can do them easily. The power rule.
you gotta do everything.
For now, do A to G. Once you're done with A to G, then we're going to do them together. And we're going to go over them.
That's
So
a lot.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, only 7 questions. Only 7. And this type of question, actually, all of these are from previous final. So you're going to see this type of question in your final and definitely in the in-class exam. So if you don't have the rules, please write down all the rules, all the derivative rules on one page and then have it in front of you. And I'll give you quiz back after a few more minutes.
Really? Why?
From last class.
Oh. Is the answer?
So 2x half is to negative. This is like, why do you have negative 1/2 here?
What? Oh wait, that's positive.
Why is positive 1/2 here?
Wait,
How do you rewrite this one?
because you bring x to the top and
So what's the
it's
power on the x?
negative 1/2.
Why it's 1/2?
Huh? Because it's
Why?
radical.
This is radical. I don't see any.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Oh, so it's -1. Oh, alright. Rid of it.
It starts over here.
-1. We forgot to write to x.
Right.
So x squared 4x to the 1/2 -1 2. So 2x and then half of 4 is 2. So 2 over root x. -1 minus 1. So what happened here?
Because it wouldn't be negative.
But you didn't take the derivative yet. So take the derivative, bring this in the front and this -1. You forgot to take the derivative.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to subtract it too.
Okay. Let's do them together. Oh, falling down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
-2. So it's 1 is 1 down.
So we have
It's 1. It's not 5.
f of x
We got 5.
is x squared minus 4 times x to the 1/2 minus x to the -1 plus 3. So step 1, rewrite all these radical and denominator with some exponents. Once you have your exponents, that means you can find the derivative. What's the derivative of x squared?
2x.
2x minus 4 times. What's the derivative of x to the 1/2? 1/2 comes down and then you subtract 1 from the 1/2. So it's -1/2. 1/2 comes down, x to the -1/2. Then you have a minus. For the derivative of x to the -1, the -1 comes down and then you subtract 1. So x to the -2. And what's the derivative of 3? Derivative of 3 is 0. So half of 4 is 2. Minus and minus turn into plus. And then the -2 power, it means we are going to write these and these on the denominator. So we have 2x minus 2 times square root of x. So these 2 is in the numerator. And x to the -1/2 means it goes on the denominator. Plus x to the -1/2, it means 1 over x to the, so x to the -2 means 1 over x to the +2. And then the 0 is 0. So this is the derivative. F prime of x. Once you find the f prime, now they want us to find f prime at 1. So f prime at 1 is 2 times 1 minus 2 divided by square root of 1 plus 1 over 1 square.
Is one.
So 2 times 1 is 2.
We got
Square root of 1 is 1. 1 square is also 1. So basically you have 2 minus 2 plus 1. So it answer is 1. Any question? The next one, we have to rewrite. So how do we rewrite the denominator x to the 1/4? It's x to the what?
this variable.
Negative 1/4. And the second one doesn't give us any problem. So I keep x to the positive 1/3. Now every power you see, you're going to bring them down. So derivative of f at x, we have our 8, you bring down the negative 1/4, and then x to the, you subtract 1. Negative 1/4 minus 1, do you know how much is it?
-5.
Negative 1/4 minus 1, this 1 is same as 4/4. So minus 1 minus 4 divided by 4, it's negative 5/4. You have to do it mentally, or at least without using calculator. Then we have plus the 1/3 you see, it will come down as a coefficient, and then minus 1. So you have 1/3 minus 1. This 1 is same as 3/3. So you have 1 minus 3 over 3, which is negative 2 over 3. So negative 2/3. And you can never leave your negative power alone. You always have to bring it on the denominator. The derivative at x, you can cancel 4 and 8. 4 goes to 8 twice, so you get 2 of the 2 here. And then x to the entire thing here, it comes down. So this divided by, let me erase my subtraction. Oops. Come on. Divided by x to the positive 5 over 4. And then the next one we have 3 is already on the denominator, and you just have to bring this entire thing on the denominator next to the 3.
Wait, is that not supposed to be negative?
Why it's negative?
The first one.
Yes. Or we can just put the negative on the top. Negative 2. Because we have a negative here. So this is the derivative. So in the exam, they might just ask you for the derivative, or they may ask you for evaluating the derivative. It depends on their mood.
You talking before.
Once you have the derivative correct, then the next step is substitute x with the given number. So derivative at 1, negative 2 times 1 to the power 5/4 plus 1 over 3 x to the power 2/3. And then the exponent rule. What is 1 to the any power?
Plus
1. So this 2 is basically 1. So you have negative 2 plus 1/3.
-1.
So you have 2 times, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6.
Eight.
Negative 6
Eight.
plus 1 over the denominator, which is negative 5/3. Any question on this one? Which one? 1 to the 5/4? 1 with any power is 1. 1 is the most generous number.
So
It doesn't matter what power you have, the answer is always 1.
it's like I find it's open.
It doesn't matter what power you have for 1. If the base is 1, the answer is always 1. Then you have to find it. Your life is easy only for 1. And for every other number, you have to find in details.
Wait, on a final, is it 1 or like other number?
These are final exam questions, so most likely you'll see 1. Now the next one is an interesting one. It says the graph of this function crosses the x-axis at one point. So you have, this is a cubic graph. So you have some type of cubic graph. It crosses the x-axis once. What is the slope of the graph at that point? So we are looking for this x value. What is the slope at that x value? They did not tell us the x value. But how do you find this x value?
Wonderful.
What's the name of this point here?
Access.
X-intercept. How do you find x-intercept?
The
Set y 0. So first you have to find what's the x-intercept. Set y 0. Solve for x. Because this is what they're looking for. What is the slope at that point? Which point? At the x-intercept. So you have x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 12. You set it equals 0 and you solve for x. Question is, how do you solve for x? Factoring, good. How you're going to factor? Which method? Huh? Grouping, good. Since you have 4 terms, we have only one method, grouping. So what do you see in the first grouping common? X squared. If you factor it out, what remains? X minus 3. Then in the second group, what do you observe in common in the second group? 4. If you factor that out, what is left? X minus 3. And now still in both groups, what do you see in common? X minus 3. So you factor out, then what remains? X squared plus 4. To find the x-intercept, what do you do next? The x minus 3, 0, that gives us x is 3. X squared plus 4, 0, that gives us x squared is negative 4. You take the square root, and what do you observe? No x-intercept here. X-intercept has to be real, but this is not real. This is imaginary. So that's why they said it crosses the x-axis only once. And now we know it crosses x-axis when x is 3. So we solved one problem. The point they're talking about is actually x equals 3. Now the second problem, what's the slope at that point? So what does slope mean? Y equals mx plus b is slope of a line. But here they're saying slope of this curve. Derivative. Slope of a curve is same as you're finding the derivative. So if you want to find the slope of the curve, you have to find the derivative of this function. So f of x is x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 12. To find its derivative, Alexandra, what's the derivative of x cube? Power comes down. No, what is your power? You have x cube. So what is your power? 3. So 3 comes down and then power minus 1. 2. So it's 3x squared. Minus, Ruby, what's the derivative for 3x squared? 6x. Prince, what's the derivative for 4x? You're not even in this class. What's the derivative for 4x? 4. So we found the derivative. And now what do you have to do? Substitute. It says, what's the derivative for your x value 3? So derivative at 3. So Dimitri, what do you do? Plug in. So 3 times 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 4. So this is 27 minus 18 plus 4. 27 minus 18 is 9. So 9 plus 4, 13. And you're going to see this type of question in the final. Definitely. Any question? Okay, the next one. The equation, find the equation of the tangent line. Find the equation of the tangent line for this function where your x is -2. So equation of any line is y minus y1 slope x minus x1. In this format, we're not going to change x and y. Every equation has x and y. So that means we need to know y1, x1, and slope. Which one is given already? X1 is -2. So we need to know what is y1 and slope. Which one you find first? The y1 or the slope? Okay. So what is slope? Derivative. Slope is the derivative. So what's the derivative? Let me see. Zoe, what's the derivative for 2x cubed? Six x squared. Maxine, what's the derivative of 3x squared? 6x. William, what's the derivative for 2x? 2. And what's the derivative for -1? 0. So this is the slope. But doesn't it look weird? Slope is to be a number. Do you have a number here? No. So we need to find a number. How do you find the number for the slope? Plug in x. So this is derivative at x, but we are not looking for the formula. We are looking for what's the number when our x is, sorry, not 3, -2. So Asir, what do you do?
Also, we plug in x minus 4.
We plug in x to find the slope. So -2 squared minus 6 times -2 plus 2. So what do we have? 6 times 4. And what is -6 times -2? Plus 12 plus 2. What is our final answer? How much? 38. So we found our slope is 38. Actually, let me find the sign on the next line. So we have equation of tangent lines. y minus y1 slope x minus x1. So y minus something, x minus something. So you already know our x1 is -2, and we just found the slope is 38. So what is next? Which one is missing? y1. How do you find y1? They gave us x1 is -2, so our y1 must be, you plug into the original function. So 2 times -1 cube minus 3 times -1 squared plus 2 times -1 minus 1. That's why it's actually better if you work with if you find the y1 first before find the slope. Others get confused where to substitute, in the slope or in the original one. So -1, not -1, sorry, -2, -2, -2.
Well, to find y, you put in x.
So we had 2 times -8, -3 times, +4, -4 minus 1. So what do we have? -16 minus 12 minus 5. Really, it's a big number. -41. If we didn't make a mistake. So -2 cube is 8, 8 times 2 is -16. -2 square is 4, 4 times 3 is -12. -2 times +2 is -4. Yeah, all of them are negative. Yeah. So we found the equation, but then you have to rearrange everything. The first table, this will turn into plus, and this will turn into plus. So we have y plus 41, 38 times x plus 2. You distribute, and then you subtract 41 from both sides, so that you have your y alone. So this is 38x. What is double of 38? Huh? 96. 76. 3 times 2 is 3 times 2 is 6, and then 1 7. 76. Huh?
I think y1 is also wrong.
Y1?
Yeah.
I trusted you guys. So -16, and then we have -17. Part 12 and 5 is 7, -17. This is 3, so we have 1, 1, 2, 3. How did you get -41?
He shouted out 41.
The one mistake, and the entire class is wrong.
So this Benishi.
So it's -33. So you're subtracting 33. So you have what? Y equals 38x, and now plus 43. I feel like it's too big. But this is what we're supposed to do. Find the y1 by plugging x1 into the original function. Find the slope by plugging the x1 into the derivative, and then solve for y. In the final exam, we'll definitely have one of these. All these questions we are doing, you're going to see them in the final. These are the previous final question. Department. The department.
Okay.
They make the final exam. Department, math department. Okay, one more question. Let f of x is this. For what values of x does the tangent line have a slope of 44? Slope of 44. What is given here? What is this 44?
And wait. And.
The derivative, which is slope, is 44. So what are you supposed to do now?
But you plug it in.
They told us our derivative is 44. So you have to find the derivative. What's the derivative? You know how much is the derivative, but what's the derivative? So, derivative. Let's see. Skyly, what's the derivative of 4x squared? 8x. Siki, what's the derivative for negative 4x? Negative 4x. Do you know what's the derivative for x? So x is 1 power, right? You bring the 1 down and then you subtract 1. So you get 1 x to the 0. What is x to the 0? What is anything non-zero to the power 0?
1.
1. So derivative of x is 1. So you have derivative of negative 4x. That should be negative 4 times 1, which is negative 4. This is actually a rule. Remember, derivative d dx of mx plus b. What's the derivative of mx plus b? Is the m. So same thing here, you have negative 4x plus 4. What's the derivative for negative 4x plus 4? Only 4.
Negative.
Yeah, negative 4. I already have my negative sign. So. Please write down all the derivative rules on one page. Have them in front of you anytime you do any type of homework with the derivative. So we found this is the formula for the derivative, and they are telling us that formula is 44. They want us to find what x values have this equals 44. So solving for x, so you add 4. We get 8x equals how much?
48.
48, and then
That's the
divide by 8. Your x is 6. In your final exam, they're going to ask you this question where you might need to use calculator. So you might see this type of question in the calculator part in the final exam. But you're going to do the exact same thing. Whatever number is given, you set that number equals to the derivative and then solve for x. Okay.
Wait, what for the calculator part? You don't know how to use a calculator.
Then you have to learn it. You must learn it. At least you need to know how to find, like if you're reading TA 89,
But they use 82.
82.
Yeah.
I never seen 82.
Wait, no, 81. No, the
81,
little one.
84.
Yeah,
You can use 84 or 89. The difference between 84 and 89 is that 89 solve everything for you, and 84 you have to
There's no
solve
word.
it.
There's no word. If you use the 89, there's no word.
You have to write down all the steps. How did you use your 89? And I see so many questions for you to do. So guys, I'm going to post this question on Brightspace, and I'm going to email you. Please try them over the weekend.
Wait,
Okay?
is it a grade?
It will not be graded, but you need to know how to find them.
Oh, wait,
For your
completion
exam.
rate. Completion rate.
Completion rate. I can actually do that.
Yeah, please. I need that grade.
Okay, I'm gonna post this homework. If you do them correctly, you're going to get points that will be added to your exam score.
Actually, credit, right?
But you have to get them correctly.
How many? How many?
How many, I don't know, but
Whoa. Chill, bro. Chill. One question.
Not one question. So we did
like 5.
left page. So you have 1, 2,
Whoa.
3 pages.
3 pages? Nah, 1 page. What do we do it?
One paper. I'm going to post them on Brightspace. Do them correctly. If you do them correctly, with showing all the work,
What's our final?
not final. I'm going to add them with your exam score.
No, wait. Completion rate. Completion.
No.
Completion.
If you want me to add them in your
I
exam
saw it.
sheet, then you have to be
I
correct.
saw each question like 2 points.
No. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
No, that's 22. That's 22 points.
12.
Wow.
12.
No,
One
that's
each.
24. That's 24. That's
One each.
1 each. Nah, you're skimping, bro. You're skimping.
I'm not even allowed to give you an extra credit.
Oh,
But I'm being nice and telling you, whatever or however many you do correctly, 1 point for each will be added with your exam score. Because your exam scores that get good.
Can you do quick?
Huh? Do them over the weekend. I'm going to post them on Brightspace and you'll see them.
Can you add the points to my quiz?
Is your exam that good?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I got the second. I literally got the second
the
high.
first one.
I got a 97. And the second one
You
got
have 96. And you have 94.
Yeah, that's enough.
You know,
Yeah, 200.
exam has higher score than
Yeah.
quiz, right?
I mean exam worth higher than thing. So you have 94 and 96. You can bump them up.
200, dog.
You can bump them up. You have 6 and the 4, 10. If you have 10 correct, you get 100 in both exams.
Yo, I got you, bro. I got you.
No, you don't, bro.
1
What you
point
talking
each,
about? I
12
carried the
questions.
class.
You have to do
I
them
carried the
correctly,
class.
everything correctly,
carried the-
with showing all the work, guys.
Actually,
Did I pass?
I was not on my
Hmm?
phone.
Did I pass?
Oh,
Dog.
I no.
the-
You